I'm not the kind of guy who causes trouble. I show up early. I leave late. I document my work. I keep my head down. At least, that's who I was when this story started. My name is Ethan Miller, and for 3 years, I worked as a senior analyst at a mid-sized tech company based in Austin, Texas. Not flashy Silicon Valley stuff, enterprise software, B2B clients, long sales cycles. The kind of place where results matter more than personality. Or so I thought. My manager, Brad Collins, loved attention the way some people love oxygen. He was loud in meetings, allergic to details, and mysteriously absent whenever actual work needed to be done. But when leadership was around, Brad transformed. Confident. Visionary. A big picture guy. Guess who filled in the picture? Me. I built dashboards from scratch. Automated reporting systems. Cleaned up client data that had been a mess for years. I even designed a performance model that helped us land our biggest contract ever, a Fortune 500 client that doubled our department's revenue. Brad's contribution? He changed the font on the presentation. In the meeting with executives, he spoke for 40 minutes straight. My name was mentioned exactly 0 times. I told myself it was fine. Managers present. Analysts support. That's how it works, right? Then the emails started. Great job, Brad. Brilliant strategy, Brad. Outstanding leadership, Brad. I still said nothing. 3 weeks later, Brad called me into a one-on-one. He smiled the entire time. Ethan, leadership feels you're not being collaborative enough. I blinked. Collaborative how? He leaned back. You know. Not looping me in. Making decisions independently. That was rich, considering he ignored every calendar invite I sent. Then he dropped the real bomb. We're restructuring. Your role is being eliminated. Just like that. No warning. No performance improvement plan. No HR issues. Nothing. I was escorted out by security the same day I'd seen my work praised in a company-wide email, sent under Brad's name. I went home in shock. Angry. Humiliated. Fired for doing my job too well. What Brad didn't know was that I had a habit he never noticed. I kept records. Every project I worked on lived in a private, time-stamped archive. Emails assigning me tasks. Slack messages where Brad asked me to handle everything. Version histories showing my authorship. Screen recordings of presentations before Brad slapped his name on them. And the big one? A forwarded email chain, sent accidentally by Brad himself, where he told another manager. I'll take Ethan's model to leadership. If it hits, great. If not, we can say it was experimental. That email sat quietly in a folder labeled, just in case. After I was fired, I didn't rage post. I didn't call coworkers. I did something better. I waited. 2 months later, I landed a role at a competitor, same industry, better pay, fully remote. Turns out my eliminated skill set was in very high demand. Meanwhile, Brad's world started cracking. The Fortune 500 client I helped land requested changes to the system, changes only I understood. Brad stalled. Meetings were cancelled. Deadlines slipped. That's when I made my move. I filed a formal complaint with HR and the company's legal department, not emotional, not dramatic. Just facts. Attachments. Timelines. Then I contacted the client's account liaison. Not to stir drama. Just to clarify authorship. I noticed some confusion around the model, I said calmly. I built it. Happy to explain, if needed. The call went very quiet. The public downfall. Within 3 weeks, everything exploded. Leadership reviewed my documentation. IT confirmed file ownership and metadata. HR verified the email chain. Brad was placed on leave. Then the client pulled their contract, specifically citing misrepresentation of internal expertise. That's corporate speak for you lied to us. Brad didn't get a farewell email. He didn't get a LinkedIn post. He got escorted out. Same security team, same silent walk I'd taken months earlier. A former coworker texted me later. Dude, it all came out. They know it was you. You were right. The best part. 6 months after I was fired, I got an email from my old company. They wanted me back. Higher title. Public credit. Apology included. I declined. Not out of spite, but because I'd learned something important. Quiet people aren't weak. They're observant. And when you steal from someone who documents everything, you're not stealing, you're borrowing on credit. Eventually, the bill comes due. And this time, Brad paid in full,